Greetings one and all, how's everyone doing? I hope very well. I'm out here, I'm actually just at the park near my house. I did a revision to my EDC Fire kit, and I wanted to go over it and talk about a couple of things. Okay, so something I want to be really clear about, and that is, I'm not trying to replace my fire kit with this. Okay, I have got, you know, the Hidden Woodsman bag fire kit, these random pouches I bought, and then my dollar store fire kit. And these are all, I would have no problem carrying any one of these into the woods. I've also got pouches with tinder, the Hidden Woodsman tinder bag, which I will sometimes bring, but for the most part, these are it. And you know, I've gone through them before. I'll just do it real quick. Like this one has cotton balls, jute twine, lighter, ferrocene rod, FireSeal.com scraper, and then a zip fire starter, and then a book of matches. And that's really it. Simple. It would have no problem going in the woods. I feel confident I can get a fire going. I've got several tinders. I've got two sources of flame, cotton balls, and whatnot. If I can get it back together. Same with this. Same with this. I think this one has the pocket bellows in. Sometimes I'll pull it out and move it over here. Whatever I want to do. Dollar store fire kit. Pretty much the same thing. Ferro rod, a source of flame, a way to extend it. You might notice I ditched the tin because it had the reflective tape and then the striker inside. So I went with just a regular Altoids tin. I also want to mention, I kind of jumped around a little bit, but in my Possibles pouch, which I always carry my headlamp in, and just like coffee in, and just a few things that I want to keep from spilling out everywhere. I've got backup matches and cotton balls. So even if I forgot a fire kit, I've got the one in my pocket, and I've got this little guy I can get a fire going with. So I have choices. I've also got this little Altoids Tin Pouch with a Hidden Woodsman patch on it. It's not made by Hidden Woodsman, but I forget where I got it. I think someone gave this to me. Fits in there perfectly, which I could attach this to a backpack, like a strap or something like that, like down here, because it's got these fold over straps. The problem I run into with that is once you, and someone had mentioned bags, you know, and my thought process is, you know, with bags, you know, think about it, I don't walk around camp with my bag on. I don't walk around, you know, doing my thing, wearing my backpack. I get to camp, I take my pack off, and I set it either near the fire somewhere, or I set it near my sleep system somewhere so it's nearby. I strap my knife on my belt. I don't carry my fire kit around. So let's get the kit. I'll show you what changes I made to the kit. Okay, so as you can see, I have it in a zip top bag. This is just a Winco brand bag. It's not even a Ziploc brand. And what I have inside is I have a secondary bag for collecting tinder, and I'll show you what I mean. So, I got plenty of paper birch, which I can just shove into a pocket. And that was just picked up right off the road. And literally where I'm parked, there's some maple trees. We see all this material in here. I'll turn the camera and show you. Yeah, so I'm literally standing here right at the base of this big maple tree. And you can see parts, I don't know if you can see that, but right there, you know, there's a big piece of bark hanging off. And I literally got that one right off the ground here. I got to work carefully around the nettles, but you know, here's a big piece. Wow, that's a significantly sized piece. And look at the materials on here. That is a great score. That's going in the truck. Sweet. All right, so some of you are probably thinking, well, hey man, that's all wet. You just pulled it right off the ground. Well, yeah, but I'm going to leave it back here for X number of weeks, or just wait until I, get back to it, and it'll be perfectly fine for burning. So let's get back to the kit. So I got a little sidetracked, but never turn down an opportunity to grab some materials while you're out. So, as I said, zip top bag. It's not going to make it perfectly waterproof, but for something you can get at the store for cheap, it will help. Plus, it'll be inside your pocket. I got a Ranger band around it, which don't waste your money buying inner tubes. We can just go to any store, bike store. REI has a bike department. Just ask them if they have any blown inner tubes. I went in there. I asked him if he had any tubes that they were going to throw out, and he's like, "How many do you want?" I mean, he probably would have given me everything they had. So don't waste your money buying them. Just get them for free, because you're going to cut them up anyway. All right, so here we go. See if I can really zoom in on this. Camera focus is not the greatest. Now what I've got in here is I've got a book of matches out of an MRE. I think this is a full pack. Yep. I've got 2 candles, because I still like the idea of using a candle, because they do burn a while. And you can take a knife and cut them in half and just burn a little bit off till you get down to the wick. So you get 4 fires out of that. I have a FireSteel.com Super Scraper. I love these. I've got my ferro rod still with some jute twine around it. I've got some of that fire cord still tied, wrapped up with some jute. So I have extra, a little extra. I actually have this magnifying glass. I've had this for a while. So I have solar ignition, which I do want to do, and then I've got 3 dollar store cotton ball rounds, because sometimes I've come across balsam fir, and they have the little sap, little pockets of sap that you can just bust with a stick, a little stick, and you can collect them on these, and then that stuff burns great. And you can burn these by themselves, but it's really just simple, not overly complicated. I can always collect tinder like I did here. I've got the fire cord, ferro rod, a flame ignition source, tinder, a way to get a coal, and then you can actually burn these too. I think I only have one. I gotta find out where the rest are, but this simple kit. Just realized I didn't bring a hat. Usually that's unusual of me, but anyway, yeah. So there we go. Now, just my short drive out here, I have a pile of maple bark. I've got a whole bag of paper birch, and I still have the kit. What I did is I put it inside the bag, sealed it, and then put it inside the other bag and sealed it. So I got double layer of protection. Not going to be perfect, but it's not going to cost me much either. I mean, and right in the pocket, doesn't really take up a lot of space. I can still go out in the woods, do my thing. Okay, so let's address the comment I know I'm going to get. Well, what about Fatwood, Mark? I love Fatwood. I love burning it. I love having it. Fatwood is A+, great fire starter. However, as Shovelhead 8 pointed out, these tins are very limited in space. So I'm not going to have a ton of room in the tin for Fatwood sticks. Then once I start doing that, I'll have to increase it to a bigger kit. And then at that point, I might as well just build a fire kit. And I would have no problem putting Fatwood in a fire kit. I typically don't carry Fatwood on me because I kind of been reserving it for the Fatwood Fridays and the channel shout outs. So You know, but I've already got a bunch of birch bark, and there are like 8 trees. I think there are 8 or 9 trees in that little immediate area. So I've got birch for days, and I drive by it every time I go to the woods. And I got all this maple now, and I can always make shavings. So I've got, you know, capabilities for making fire, you know, all over the place. So I guess that's it. As always, I do thank you for watching. My offer still stands. If you got videos of your own you want to make, show us your EDC Fire kit. Whatever it is you want to put together, I'll add it to the play. I still got to make the playlist. I haven't done that yet. I got to do it probably when I get home. Because yesterday I was cooking video. I was doing cooking for today's video. Today is Wednesday, and I'm still getting a few comments on the EDC Fire kit. But yeah. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.